Here's a hot take about the new Chase Sapphire Reserve refresh, and most people aren't saying that it is absolutely the worst refresh ever. The long-term goal in this points and miles world is to hold cards in my wallet that fit our purposes and our lifestyle and truly not causing us any additional cost. We want these cards to meet our needs, adding value to our lives, and not the other way around. I upgraded to the Chase Sapphire Reserve in February of 2024, and I have loved that card ever since I did the upgrade. And I have said it pays for itself. You guys are nuts. This whole thing pays for itself. You got the $300 travel credit. You have the DoorDash credit where you can get up to $300 worth of credit. I was only getting about 20 a month, not the 25 a month, but definitely able to get that $20 a month. So that $240 and that $300 every single year was giving me up to $540 a year. And then with Lyft, I was able to eke out another $30. So around $570 every year for a $550 card. And for the most part, on a lot of the refreshes of the other major high tier credit cards, I've been like, I could probably make that work. I only have the Capital One Venture X right now, and I only have the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I have yet to deal with the Amex world. Okay, I do have the Amex Green. I got started, but the Chase Sapphire Reserve refresh is abominable. Absolutely one of the worst refreshes I've seen. I want to hold a card, a credit card, a travel credit card in my wallet, one that's going to give me value. And yes, I know that these credit cards have to make their own money, and people are going to forget about spending things or doing DoorDash. I actually did forget myself 1 month, and they're going to not get the value out of it, the whole value. But if you're in this credit card points and miles world, you want this credit card to work for you. And this card is not a workhorse. A $795 annual fee, a $195 authorized user fee. The new multipliers aren't that bad, although I will miss the general overall 3x on travel. But the statement credits, like I said, DoorDash I can use, $300 travel credit I can use. Peloton, no, I'm not going to use Peloton. StubHub, I am sorry. I can't tell you the last time we have gone to any type of concert, or the last time I went to any event was a comedian. I'm not going to say his name. I really like him on YouTube. He's hilarious. I'll sit through an entire half-hour program. But I went to one recently and it was just, I spent like $150 a person on this event for 5 people. And I was not impressed. Lyft, I'm suburban Northeast Ohio. I do not use Lyft in any of my daily anything. Like, I'm sure there's Lyft and Uber around here, but I have a car. I'm just gonna go grab my car and go where I want to go. We do use it on vacation, but I'm not vacationing 12 months out of the year. Yes, I travel 4 to 5 times a year, and I'm using Lyft around 3 times a year because the other places, they usually have some type of public transportation. The lounges, I already get that on another card, and I don't enter the Chase Sapphire lounges often. Actually, I've been turned away twice. Open table dining, again, Northeast Ohio here. There is no Chase open table restaurant within a 4-hour radius. Apple subscription's not something I have. We already have Netflix and Amazon Prime, and I hate paying for those as it is. I'm not going to add another one. So all in all, I think I'm gonna get $570 in value out of that $795 card. I am thankful that my anniversary fee hits August 1st. I can hold on to that card for another year without doing any type of decisions or upgrades or whatever. And I'm due for a new refresh this year myself. I've hit 48 months this fall. I don't know what I'm gonna do. In the end, it's going to depend on the new sign-on bonuses and also what that new Chase Sapphire Reserve business card is going to be. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a very high minimum spend, and I don't do minimum spends above $6,000. I actually just recently made the decision that I really would like to do a minimum spend of like $10,000 to $20,000, but as is true fashion of us points and milers, right? I decided that I was going to save money on the side and then meet that minimum spend by having that money on the side and doing a big purchase, like the rest of the windows to the house or a front door or a back door, so that we could get that done. But I was going to have the money first and then pay them that way. I don't know. This is a little bit of a rant for me for this morning. What are your thoughts on the new Chase Sapphire Reserve and the refresh as it stands now? We have a few more details that we need to pull in, the sign-on bonus, the minimum spend, but we have dates for everything at this point in time. And I have read on Facebook where someone had called in, actually a couple people have said the same thing, where they've called in and said, I don't like this new $7.95 card. And they've been told by the reps that there were going to be other things rolling out as the year came around. So if that's the case, I'll keep an eye out. But again, what do you think? Let me know. Happy travels.